Hello, what's up, my sexy salamanders? And welcome back to Kicking It with Kaz. I'm Kaz, and I am pissed. Quite pissed, actually. The episode was supposed to come on yesterday. I recorded a full episode, but unfortunately, I don't know how audio works, even though I've been doing this for going on a year and a half, and I don't understand the concept of audio because I'm a fucking incompetent piece of shit who doesn't understand that rain slamming on my window is maybe going to cause a slight audio distraction. Unfortunately, I could not hear it through my headphones because they were blocking the noise. But that's okay. Woohoo! Yeah! I fucking love to re-record. I fucking love re-recording. It's so, oh my God, it's relaxing. It's like, let's remember every joke that I made up on the spot yesterday. Or let's just make it all up again. Let's just pull it out of my fucking anal. Let's just pull it out of my ass crack. Let me just whip it out of my dick hole. Oh, look at, a joke. Oh, jokes, they're coming out of my cock. Sorry. That's the truth. No, that's really, I'm a little upset if you didn't know. Listen. Yes, I was supposed to I recorded the episode yesterday, and I was editing it, and I'm terribly sorry. I'm trying to be on top of my game. I'm trying to get shit out on time, and I really did. It was going to be out on time. It was absolutely going to be out on time. And then Mother Nature had other news, okay? It was a gloomy day yesterday. I had a terrible day. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. It was a shitty day. When we have shitty days, okay? But you have the day. You have the shitty day, and you move on. You can't dwell on the shitty day, although I will. Listen, it was horrible yesterday. The rain was slamming the windows. I had the worst day that anyone ever had yesterday. Nobody had it worse than me yesterday. I had the worst. Nobody had it worse than Kaz. Nobody had it worse than me. I recorded a podcast episode, and then it didn't turn out how I wanted, and now I have to re-record today. Nobody has it worse than me. Not even the people in Ohio. I have it worse. That's the no, I'm sorry. Obviously, I care about the people in Ohio, and it's terrible, and the government clearly doesn't care about the people in Ohio. The water, obviously, we'll get into that. Obviously, I have it in my current events. There's a lot of things that we'll get into, but I just want to, I want to have a little fun. We don't need to get into the dark stuff. We don't need to venture and maybe, maybe the government doesn't care about people and they want to kill us. We don't need to venture into that lane yet. Let's start bright and happy and fun, right? Let's start in that area. Let's entertain those thoughts before we dive into the deep end and really start digging out the deep thoughts. Let's have a little fun here. Let's bounce around ideas. Let's think about things. Here's a fun thought. I kind of want to be a blimp. That's a fun thought, isn't it? That's fun. Not really be a blimp, but I want to drive one. Well, I feel like I'm entering my blimp era, if you will. Right? What is a blimp? What does a blimp remind you of? A blimp reminds you of good times, like the Goodyear blimp. That's fun. I don't know why they're just still driving. I kind of want to drive the blimp. But I am entering my blimp era, in a way. Right? Rare, right? What's a blimp era? Rare? Slightly annoying, confuses you, waste of space, injured by sharp, pointy objects. That's me, man. That's me, dude. You kind of want to poke a bunch of holes in it, see if it'll sink. That's me. I'm just kidding. Don't poke a bunch of holes in me. I will sink. Don't do that, dude. Don't poke a bunch of holes in me. That's not nice. How do you think the blimp? Now, hear me out. Now, the blimp is the outer blimpage. Is it like a balloon? I feel like it isn't, right? Because I feel like, right? I mean, you hit a corner of a skyscraper. That thing. I mean, the amount of air in that thing. That thing's gonna send you to fucking Vietnam. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're gonna be in New York City. You're gonna wake up in the jungles of Vietnam, right? Or maybe possibly in the Congo somewhere. I don't know, just somewhere very far away. And you're gonna wake up confused in a different country, and you're not gonna know what's happening. And so that's what I'm thinking about, right? Because this blimp hits a building, and I'm woo, right, like a cartoon. Next thing I know, I'm in North Korea, and I got a gun to my head, and I don't, right? I'm in North Korea. I'm on psychedelics. Because the only way you're getting me to drive a blimp is if I take mushrooms beforehand. I mean, what kind of silly fuck would drive a blimp sober? I mean, what? Can you imagine? Yeah, honey, I'm going to go drive my blimp and not get high. I mean, what the fuck, dude? You're in a bubble. You could just run into anything. It's literally indestructible. Well, that's actually not true. I heard a lot of blimps have popped over the years. They're actually quite destructible by pointy objects, as I said previously. But is it like Is it like, can you knife the thing and it pops, or do you really gotta, like, let's look it up. How easy is it to pop a blimp? I'm gonna get like an FBI guy at my house later. He's like, did you just make a threat? I'm gonna have a Goodyear. Some guy from Goodyear is gonna knock on my door and be like, that's a threat. Did you Google how to pop a blimp? I go, I wasn't looking. I was just curious. I was not gonna execute, I swear. I swear, man. I don't have anything against your blimp, man. Goodyear, it promotes a good image. I do want to have a Goodyear. And I think you sell tires too. I need tires. I love them. Oh, look at this. It's hard to bring down. Okay. All right. You can't just stick a pin in it. At optimal altitude of 10,000 feet, the internal pressure of the helium is about the same as that of the outside atmosphere. So even if you were to puncture it with thousands of holes, the helium would leak out slowly. Wait. I'm sorry, hold on. I just read the first I asked how easy it is to pop a blink. It's right under it. People also ask, can a gun pop a blimp? What do you think, man? I don't know. What are you, dumb? I mean, what are you, fucking stupid? That's a dumb question. Can a gun pop a... Dude, really? Yo, if I shot a balloon, would it pop? Fucking stupid. Oh my God. What do you think, man? It's not bulletproof. It said you can't just pop it with a hole. Not you can't fucking unload a clip. Like, what, dude? What are you going to do? A drive-by on a blimp? Wait, what? Hold on a minute. It's unlikely? What do you mean blimps come back with bullet holes all the time? Whose ops are blimps? Can you imagine, dude? Yeah, I gotta go take care of this guy. Who? I don't know. He's driving a blimp today. I gotta let him know who's the boss of the ground. Okay, so it's this. Okay, all right. So it's the same concept of like the size of the hole is only gonna make the helium leak quicker. So I mean, a gun would obviously do enough like if you put 30 bullets in the side of a blimp, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you put 100 bullets in the blimp, it's gonna go down. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna. They're gonna be fighting. It's gonna be heading to the ground. But yeah, maybe I don't. Maybe I do want to be a blimp. That sounds. Bulletproof. Clearly, easily able to maneuver. I don't know, things of that nature. Not really 100% sure, to be honest with you. I've been trying to read more recently. I know it was like my whole New Year's resolution, but don't pretend like you kept yours, you piece of shit. No, really though. Today, crazy enough, man, I decided I'm trying to knock myself off the caffeine because I feel like it's bad for my health, Well, that's not true. Just one day, like my heart was kind of like doing like a little kick drum pattern. It was like do 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 do, and I was like, oh no. And so I think it's in my best interest to like kind of lay back on the caffeine, So I decided that I should just probably pull back, probably reel it in. And so that's what I'm doing. And crazy enough, man, I just like drank a bunch of water this morning, and I have like this weird feeling. I feel like healthy and like energized. It's weird, man. I don't know if like the scientists are talking about this or whatever. Like I feel like people should talk about this water stuff more. They're really not. I don't see it on my feed. The only thing I see on my feed is like, like the new vape flavor. They don't say, dude, they're not talking about this water stuff, man. Everybody's promoting, honestly, real talk though, everybody's promoting like all these vitamins. You ever tried this water? Dude, I had like 4 bottles full of water, and I'm sitting down right now, and I don't even want caffeine. I feel fantastic, dude. Damn, this must have been what our ancestors did, man. They just like drank water. And they were like, we're good, you know? I mean, fucking what a wild concept. Fucking crazy. But anyways, yeah, dude. Something's going on in Ohio. Like a train flipped over. It was like 11. It's honestly, it's not like a huge deal. People are making more than it is. It's just like this train flipped over, right? And contaminates like 11 train cars, right? Like 11 cars of them. They flipped over. They contaminated the water. People literally are probably going to drink it and turn into the blob. And, you know, is it a big deal? Is it not a big deal? You know, the people are saying it is a big deal, but the CDC told me that it wasn't, so I think we're good. The CDC, dude, the CDC didn't tell me I needed a vaccine, so I think you could drink the Ohio water. That's what they're saying. No. No. That's what they're saying. They said the CDC, they were like, drink the water. Right? And then somebody like, I saw some silly news lady. She like dropped a rock and then the water started like bubbling and then like, you know, it looked like oil and corrosion was in the water. Like, I mean, if you've never heard of a vitamin, you know, I mean, some of you, you know, you're so worried about your damn health. Drink the water, all right? You never drank a little gasoline, huh? You never slurped a little 89, huh? You never guzzled diesel? I mean, give me a break, you fucking liberals. This is unbelievable. I mean, this is the problem. No, dude, this is the problem, man. The left thinks that everybody needs clean drinking water. You know, it would do you good. It would, you know, if you drank a little gasoline every once in a while, maybe you'd stop worrying about pronouns. I mean, this is unbelievable. This is I mean, it's crazy. I mean, come on. You know, just think about it, man. I mean, bathe your kids in it. Dude, it's good for their health. You know, it's kind of like that thing. You know when they say, like, when you get a dog that sheds, obviously, you know, like, say you get a golden retriever for your child. When that child grows up with his golden retriever, they will grow up becoming immune to that allergen. They will not be allergic to that dog. Even if they were born with it, they'll adapt, right? Same thing. Fucking bathe your kids in that Ohio water. You're just going to make them a fucking X-Men. I mean, listen, people are so worried. I mean, relax. People are so upset about so many. People jump in the Chicago River all the time, and they tell you shouldn't, okay? And sure, they come out of the river, and then like 3 months later, you know, they need like 9 shots, and they got like 16 boils all over their body that are sizzling at the brim. But that's unimportant. Your child... Do you not want people? The problem with today's society is they watch Avengers movies, but they don't want a Spider-Man in their home. They're lying. You know, it's discriminatory. They see this shit, right? They see their child. They're like, oh, I love Spider-Man, Tom Holland. I love these movies. But the moment their fucking son wants to take a scoop out of the Ohio River, all of a sudden, you know, they're grabbing him. They're pulling him away. They're like, it's going to kill you. What if he becomes Riverman? What if he shoots lasers out of his eyes? There's actually, crazy enough, there was the CDC sent out a message. This is true. The CDC sent out a message. So the water's forming. It's created. So the water and the chemicals inside of it with the air involved are creating formaldehyde. But the problem is that now this formaldehyde has become a hive mind. This is true. I didn't just make this up on the spot. This is actually happening in the wild. And the formaldehyde it's creating a hive mind, and it's forming into what Joe Biden is calling formaldehyde Frankenstein. This is true. Even though he's in Ukraine right now, he's come up with this name. I mean, he is quick with naming shit. I'll tell you that. He's quick with the nicknames. And so he said, we got formaldehyde Frankenstein out there. Lock your doors, right? This is not a friendly Frankenstein. I heard it grabbed. It found a child. The child thought, right, because it shapeshifts. It's a dangerous thing. You better watch out. Now, the plus side of this monster, it will kill you, right? But the thing is that if you see this thing, here's a tip. If you have arthritis, if you're able to tackle this thing, now I'm not saying this is going to be easy. I haven't done it personally. I'm just saying I've heard it through the grapevine. Heard it through the grapevine. Do not shoot the messenger. The grapevine is who I heard this through. Okay? I heard this through the grapevine. And at the end of the grapevine, they told me, okay, this isn't a sex thing. This is just a grapevine. we're not doing like, I'm not like eating grapes and then like seeing how many I could fit in my ass. If you were thinking that, that's not what the grapevine is. It's just a saying in case any of you have your mind in the gutter, okay? Get it out of the gutter. Get it in the grapevine. I'm in the grapevine right now. I don't know why I'm in the grapevine. I keep saying the word and I forgot what the joke was after it. Anyways, the grapevine is who I heard this from. This monster, if you tackle it, okay, and you gotta get it in a headlock. It's not, you can't just don't just grab its leg. That's not, okay, don't give a calf hug, okay? Now, when I tell you this thing is strong, if you want to get a grip on it, when you grab this fucker, okay, you can't just, don't hug it like you're hugging your grandma. Hug it like you're hugging like that, hug it like you're hugging like the schizophrenic patient at the mental hospital, right? They're freaking out, and you're like, you gotta hold them down. You got to hold them down so they don't hurt themselves or others. That's the kind of strength I need you to bring to this party, okay? I don't need this bullshit like you're just fucking around with your friend and you get him in a little headlock and you give him a noogie. No. I need you to, this is a life or death situation. And if you get this fucker, if you put him in the headlock and then rub his belly clockwise 3 times, it will cure arthritis. This is true, this is fact. The CDC Fauci told me this to my face. Now! Clockwise, very important. One person, if you do not know your left, if you do not know your L's from your R's, your left from your rights, this is not a task for you, because if you rub it 3 times counterclockwise, he will fuck you. That's not even kidding. It will make you go blind and fuck you. This is dangerous. It's dangerous. This is a dangerous task. This isn't for everybody. So just be careful, Be careful. But on the plus side, obviously, if you do want to join the X-Men, I did hear, if you drink the water in Ohio and then bathe in the Chicago River, it'll cure autism. Not the real kind, but the one from the 3rd booster that people made up. It won't, and by cure, I mean you'll die, okay? And by cure, I mean I won't need to hear you in my fucking ear anymore. That's what you do. You don't like somebody, dude? You don't like somebody? Tell them to go to Ohio right now and just drink as much water as possible because you want them to be healthy and you're concerned for their well-being. Go ahead. Find someone you don't like. Buy them a house in Ohio and tell them, drink all the water you want. It's on me. Yeah. Are you sure, man? Oh, dude. I drive up a big water bill. I fucking hope you do. I hope you do. Honestly. Really. Fucking a week later. What? I've been getting these weird scabs. That must be because it must be your body healing itself because you're so fucking healthy. My daughter went blind. It's because she's going to be seeing an X-ray vision in about 3 days. Give it 3 days and she's going to be able to see through walls. Oh, man, dude. This is crazy, honestly. It's a crazy time that we're living in, man. Aliens, apparently UFOs. Japan, there was this sphere that washed up onto shore and they barricaded it off. They're not letting anybody touch it. It definitely doesn't look like a steel buoy that got loose. Definitely doesn't look like that at all. No, it definitely looks like a definitely looks like an alien. Definitely looks like an alien egg, as Twitter is saying. It only took me about, I don't know, maybe 15 seconds to find out that it was a steel buoy. Or so credible news sources said. Obviously, it's an alien egg. But yeah, man, we're living in crazy times right now. I mean, you got, it's the globe's like on fire. The people in Ohio don't have clean drinking water. Which, by the way, as much as I do want to care about Ohio, I feel like we all just forgot about Flint. I mean, fucking their water's like green. And nobody gives a fuck at all, dude. That's what's crazy about it is everybody's, I mean, think about how many Flint, Michigan jokes you've heard. Everybody's like, oh yeah, how's the water there? Is the water spicy? Like fucking, that's fucked up, man. Then this thing happens to Ohio and then all I see is like, pray for Ohio, dude. As if like, I bet the people in Flint are giggling right now. I bet they are. I mean, I know that's sick, but I bet they're laughing at themselves. I bet they're like, yeah, you fucking, or they're probably pissed. The people in Flint, Michigan are probably pissed. They're probably like, we've been fucked for like years and nobody gave a fuck. And now all of a sudden everybody's worried about Ohio? Oh, man. Oh, geez, dude. I mean, honestly, on the plus side, though, if you got the money to do it, like I said, drink the Ohio water, bathe in the Chicago River, and then go spend an all-expense paid vacation weekend trip in Chernobyl. And I promise you, you're gonna see God. You're gonna be able to talk to deities because you won't be here anymore. Oh, man. On the plus side, if you're a serial killer, Ohio's probably the place to go. I bet that body will corrode in like 3 hours. I mean, I hope I didn't give anybody ideas, but I don't think serial killers listen to this. So I'm just being honest. Now, obviously, that the jokes. Let's move. Just have a quick moment of normalcy for a second here, of me being real. Obviously, that's fucked up what's going on in Ohio. I mean, I don't know what to do, you know? I mean, I'm not a science man. I don't currently have a fucking dickload of money that I could just send over there. So, unfortunately, I can't do that for you. I can make jokes on your behalf, more at you, less with you. That's really all I could offer. So the citizens of Ohio, you know, and what sucks too, honestly, I'm not even fucking around. Like, what really sucks is that this shit's just gonna, like, water. I don't know if you know this. It flows. I don't know if you knew this. I don't know if you took a science class. The water flows. So that shit's gonna end up somewhere eventually. It might affect me. I mean, probably not. I don't think I'm in Chicago. It probably won't, but I'm just saying it's gonna affect a lot of other people. Like, it's gonna flow down south. It's gonna affect crops, I'm sure. Right? And what I don't understand, by the way, too, like, and I'm just we don't like to talk politics here unless it's funny, and this time it is. So Biden is in Ukraine, and he wants to give more money to Ukraine. And listen, I'm not saying that the people in Ukraine, that their lives don't matter. That's not what I'm saying. But I know somebody's going to try and twist my words and say that that's what I'm saying, right? Because whatever. People like to hate. That's not what I'm saying. All I do want to say is, like, there's kind of like a global crisis in Ohio, like right now. And he wants to, like, send money elsewhere. I feel like if you're the president of a country, you should worry about your country first. Like, if shit was going on here and Ukraine also had problems, I wouldn't be like, hey, Ukraine, can you not worry about your shit and help me? That's not, no. I would be like, fucking worry about yourself. And that's what I feel like we need to be doing right now, is worrying about ourselves and fucking focusing on our own shit that's, like, happening right now. And how, like this shit's horrible, dude. Can't drink the water. I mean, it's fucked. But I don't know what to do. It's weird, man. Anyways, let's move on. Hold on, let me take my hoodie off. I'm fucking sweating up a storm. Anyways, moving forward, you know what we need to talk about? Ticket prices, okay? Not that they're outrageous. We already know this already. That's not the topic of conversation. The topic of conversation that we need to be talking about is who these people are that think that they just need to spend $30,000 on a one-night concert. I don't understand this. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like somebody that much. I don't even like myself that much. I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody was like, you should spend $30,000. No, for what? To see them sing a couple songs and dance around on stage? Like, it seems insane to me. Now, what I'm thinking about is how crazy it is. Like, 30,000, I was looking at, like, you know, like Taylor Swift tickets or whatever, like, people have been buying, and just, like, outrageous shit. Like, if you want floor tickets, like 30,000 a ticket almost in, like, some concert in Atlanta I saw. That's insane. How do you like something that I don't understand? I don't understand how somebody enjoys something to that extent. Even, I'm going to be honest with you. Now, if I'm at a below $30,000, it's going to be on a motorcycle and cigarettes like an adult. I'm not going to, like, go to a fucking concert. You know? Like, I mean, go buy shit. And if you got $30,000 to just blow, I mean, I will write you a list for what you could spend it on instead. Like, I will happily give you a list. I will happily try and figure this out with you. We could figure something out together, you know? I think you could rent a jet for that kind of money. I mean, what are you doing? The only way I'm even debating spending $30,000 on a concert is if they bring Michael Jackson back to life. Dude, the only way I'm going to even consider 30 bands is if they resurrect Michael Jackson and he just honestly, I don't even want him resurrected and then put on stage. I want to see them fucking resurrect him straight from the grave, and then he just immediately rises up and starts singing Thriller. That's the only way. That's the only way that I'm even going to consider 30 bands. If you got 30 grand to blow on a concert, why don't you blow 30 grand on the citizens of Ohio? I mean, how about you do a little good? Give a little back. Give back, give back to the community. Speaking of music, I've been thinking about writing making an album. I don't know why. I don't have time to make it up. I barely have time to fucking wake up and fucking think. You know what I'm saying, dude? I love the best thing about ADHD is that you have all these fucking ideas and you're like, oh my God, I want to do all of them. But like, I don't even have time to like fucking relax. Like, I don't even have time to think, Even when I am relaxing, I'm not actually relaxing. That's the thing about ADHD a lot of people don't talk about. It's like when I'm just like sitting and relaxing, I'm not actually sitting and relaxing. Because I can't I wish there was like an off switch on the back of my brain where I could just shut this fucker up. Just tell him to shut his ass up for like an hour. But I've been thinking, dude, I don't know. I see like, I don't know, the kind of music that's been coming out. I'm not saying that I think I could do better, but I do think I could do better. And I'm not saying that from just like an egotistical point of view. I'm saying it from a point of view of like, I know how to run full recording software on my computer. Well, clearly not that well because I keep forgetting that rain gets in the way. But if there's not rain involved, I guess I record an album. But I know I could play guitar. I could play here. You know what? Actually, I always say that, and it's right fucking here. You know what? Here. In case because I'm sure some of you don't believe me. Here. I'll put you right next to the thing. Listen to this new one I've been learning, actually, since we're here. I'm not going to hit every note because I just started learning it. What's up, everybody? We're going to take a quick break to introduce today's sponsor, Factor. Okay? Listen, you don't have a lot of time a day. You got a lot of things to do. You got a lot of places to be. You got people to see. Okay? And what do you do every single time when you're on the way home? You go, oh my God, I forgot to make dinner. Oh my God. Oh my God. I guess I'll get fast food. No! Wrong! Not anymore. Factor. Fuel up fast with ready-to-eat, nutritious meals delivered straight to your door, leaving you time and energy to tackle everything on your to-do list. Achieve and maintain your 2023 goals with Factor. With 34 chef-prepared, dietitian-approved weekly options, there's always something new to try. Plus, you could round out your meal and replenish your snack supply with an assortment of 36-plus sweets, smoothies, juices, and more satisfying add-ons. Get Factor and enjoy clean eating without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered straight to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Comes made. You don't even have to cook. You put it in your damn microwave and you eat that shit. Head to factormeals.com/cause50 and use code cause50 to get 50% off your first box. That's code cause50 at factormeals.com/cause50 to get 50% off your first box. Now, back to the episode. Anyways, here's a little proof for you, you little cunts. Instead of just me saying it all the time, I feel like I just say it. And I feel like a lot of you are sitting there and you're like, I bet he's fucking lying. I bet he's a fucking liar. I bet he's a lying prick. He doesn't know how to play he doesn't know how to play it. Yeah, I do. Piano, I would say guitar. I probably know how to play the best, then piano, then drums. But like, people make music without knowing any instruments. So like, I feel like I'm already at a severe advantage. You know what I'm saying? I'm already at an egregious advantage. I don't know. I don't really have time though. I don't know. I feel like I say I don't have time, but I need to just schedule out a time to make it happen. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Isn't Outer Banks coming out? Oh, dude, it's like Lent. Did you know that? It's Lent. I got ashes yesterday because my family's Catholic. Got dragged to mass, so that's chill. I don't even know why we get ashes. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody ever actually bothered to tell me that the entire time I was becoming the entire time I grew up in Catholic school, and they honestly don't explain a lot when you're younger. I might have missed it. It might have went over my head. They might have explained it at one point, but just like I feel like nobody ever said that. They would be like, God is great, God is good, Jesus rose from the dead, but they never were like, this is why we put ashes on our forehead. They probably did though. They definitely did. They so did. I just don't remember. They definitely told me. They 100% told me. And I just I was probably in Candyland, just like stroking my cock in the back of math. I didn't do that. I'm kidding. I just thought that would be funny to say. Actually, I did know a kid once. I'm sorry. I knew a kid once who was like, somebody, right? It was like right after, when they teach you like sex ed in like 6th grade? Which is insane, right? They taught us sex ed before they taught us about drugs. Like, what do you think I'm doing first? Okay? I mean, what the fuck? I always thought that was really weird. I mean, at the time, I didn't know. But I thought it was weird after the fact, right? They were like, this is a condom. And I was like, I don't even know what a woman is. I don't know. What are you talking? You know what I'm saying, man? They're like, this is a condom. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about, right? And then like the year after, they were like, do you know what beer is? I go, fuck yeah, I already know what that is, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were like, too late. They were like, do you know what beer is? I was like, oh, fucking yeah, man. They go, do you know what a woman is? I go, I don't even look at them. No, I'm afraid. That was always weird. But anyways, back to that kid. There was a kid who was a little bit too honest when I was younger. And I remember just one time, we were just it was like, all the guys in the grade, And at that age, you're kind of just friends with everybody. You're not actually friends, but like you all go to the same school. You've been going to the same school for a while, and you kind of just, you're in class, and you're like, fuck it, I'll hang, right? You're like, fuck it, I'll hang, and that's kind of what was happening. And so it was sort of like, I mean, I don't even know how to put it. I'll put this as bluntly as possible. The kid one day was just like after a health class or after like the sex ed thing, would just like blurt it out to like the friend group that like he'll like casually touch himself in the back of class when he's bored. And we were like, what? And then one kid thought it was all cool. And before the other kid could shut up, the other kid goes, to be honest with you, sometimes when I go to the bathroom, I don't take a shit. I jerk off. And I spit up my lunch. I was like, what? I was like, I don't even know you people. I don't even know you anymore. Been going to school together for like 8 years. Who the hell are you? I don't even know what the fuck you do, man. I'm not shake, right? Every time after a basketball game now, I wouldn't even shake the kid. I'm like, get the fuck. I don't know what you're doing, man. You're going to the bathroom and fucking yanking your beanstalk. And then you're coming into class after coming, right? You're coming and then you're coming into class. Then we were like dissecting animals and fucking biology. Like, what the fuck is going on? Fucking kids, man, dude. Kids, dude. They don't know anything, man. You don't know anything when you're a kid. There's that whole trend going around on TikTok too. Like the nostalgia trend where people get like these old camcorder videos of them of like, experiencing happiness, And then people are like, oh man, now I'm on like all these SSRIs and shit and I'm depressed, blah, 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 blah. And they're in the captions, right? And I'm like, yeah, but but like you get to vape, so it's like a win-win. Why would you want to be a happy child again when you could do drugs? It's like the same thing. It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing, man. I don't know, dude. Those videos are fun though. They're fun to watch, man. All these people, And also the funny thing is too, is like people are like, why was I so happy when I was younger? Because you didn't fucking know anything. And that's the beauty of it. That's why we were so happy when you were younger, Because you didn't understand anything. I'm just playing my fucking DS, dude. I'm playing Mario Kart. And I'm like putting dog ears on my sister's face with the DS's camera. I mean, it rocked.
It fucking rocked. Shit rocked. I feel like people, when they look back on childhood, they try to come to some like deep conclusion, you know? They're like some deep philosophical conclusion. And they're like, but why was I so happy then? And so miserable now? Cause you know shit. That's the problem with knowing shit. You know? What do they say? You know, ignorance is bliss. Obviously, we've said that before, but like the smartest people in the world are also the unhappiest. Is what they always say, right? Because the more shit you start to know, the more you realize that shit ain't so great. And that's why, you know? Right? But I honestly, you know, I mean, why rationalize it when you could just say that, you know, maybe we went into a time warp in 2016 as all the Tumblr girls on TikTok are telling me, apparently. I don't know. I think apparently we went into a time warp in 2016, and that's why it's bad now. Not because you learned things and you got smarter. No, that would be insane. That would be an insane statement. It's because we hit a time warp in 2016 and the Black Eyed Peas stopped making music. That's why. Anyways, sorry, I just had to turn my fan on because I was getting super hot and I kind of forgot what I was talking about. Let's go into current events. So do this thing real quick. Adidas. This is, I mean, dude, I read this article and it got my dick hard. Not because I enjoy that Adidas is a piece of shit company who doesn't care about anybody, which every company is, obviously. We know this. But because I was right. And I knew it. I knew it, man. Remember? You guys remember? Before I even read the article, okay? Before I even read what the news is. There's not even an article, actually. It's just news. Before I even read the news, do you remember when Adidas cut ties with Kanye West? Do you remember this? Right? They were like, he's anti-Semitic. We don't support him. And we are cutting ties. And I said they're doing that because they think it's in their best interest to cut Kanye West because in turn they will make more money because if they keep Kanye West on, they in turn will lose more money. That's what they thought. Now, Adidas is allegedly, okay, but the news leaked. I know it's allegedly, but I like to believe it. Adidas is allegedly in the works to bring Kanye and Yeezy back into partnership after losing $1.3 billion. You lost $1.3 billion. 3-4 months ago, apparently Kanye was an anti-Semitic, racist piece of shit. 3-4 months ago, apparently supporting Kanye West was terrible. But all of a sudden, oh my God, we lost $1.3 billion. What? No. Well, doesn't he deserve a second chance? Well, you know, I mean, does he not do it? I mean, do they not teach in the Bible to love and to forgive? And who are we to not forgive? They're drafting that up right now. Who are we to not forgive in a society like today? With so much hate in the world. You know what, honestly, here, this is going to be my guess. They're going to come up to the podium. This is what they're going to do. They're going to come up to the podium and they're going to go, 4 months ago, we saw a deranged man who we previously worked with make hateful comments that we denounced immediately. And due to our new knowledge of not the fact that we lost $1.3 billion is we don't care about money. We only care about the consumer and their happiness and their well-being and not being torn down on Twitter. And we've come to the conclusion that it would be wrong for us to kill the Yeezus partnership because it brings so many joy, not because we sell so many fucking units. And I mean, if you don't believe me, look at my fucking yacht outside. I mean, look at that thing. You see that yacht? I bet you thought that took me my whole life to get. No, that was 4 months of selling Yeezy shoes right there. You see that thing? That's 85 feet. 85 feet of caring about others. That's what that boat is right there. 85 feet, 8 servants on board who I treat like family, but not when cameras aren't around. But they are my family, and I love these people. And they work with me, not for me, right? They work with me, not for me. And I can't pay those servants, people who I love, money without the Yeezus partnership. And so, unfortunately, but fortunately, we will forgive and forget because Kanye deserves an 8th chance. He really does. He's a good person. He's a lover, right? Sure, he's working with a white supremacist, but he is not white himself. So that's okay. Anyways, we will now be bringing back the Yeezy lineup coming spring 2023. Hoorah! Right? That's what I think they're going to do. That's what I think they are going to do because they don't give a fuck. What else? The Taliban fighters, I read this article that the Taliban fighters are sick of the 9-to-5 life. They want to be back out there toting guns, right? Because they took over Afghanistan, and they're kind of sick. They said they're addicted to Twitter, and they're sick and tired of answering emails all day. Who would have thought that the best punishment to give the Taliban was power? I mean, we fucking... The Taliban gave power, and now they're upset. They're upset about power. They're like complaining. They're like, all I do is sit at my desk all day. I don't get to fucking wave around my AK-47 and fucking kill innocent children. I just have to sit at my desk and answer emails. They're upset. They're fucking upset, man. One of them said he was upset that because now he has to talk to strange women because if they have problems, because he's at one of them's working for like the help center, and he was upset that he has to answer requests from strange women. He's upset. I mean, dude, fuck them. Fucking assholes. Oh, God. That's amazing. Obviously, the Taliban taking over Afghanistan is not great because they still kind of do what they want and, hurt people. But it's nice to know that they're not happy. It's right. It's nice, right? I mean, everything that's going on in the world's a shit show. I feel like this is kind of nice, The Taliban aren't happy. Who knew? Next thing you know, they're going to be on SSRIs and they're going to have therapists. They're going to be like, right? Dude. That's going to be a Sopranos spinoff. Except it's going to be about the Taliban in Afghanistan, right? And then guys are going to be in there. He's going to be like, and she'd be like, how do you feel? He's like, well, I feel upset because I want to shoot my gun, but I have to be on Twitter all day and answer complaints. And they're gonna, she's gonna be like, have you tried Lexapro? He's like, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how my friends are gonna feel about this, but I'll consider. It's gonna be fucking The Sopranos all over again, man. Or Sopranos, whatever, dude. Soprano, tomato. Fuck you. Yeah, dude. It's kind of like the same thing all over again. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know why I did that. Sorry. It was like a twitch or something. I don't know why that just came over me. I feel like I had to do it in that exact moment. I don't know why I just did that. Sorry. But yeah, they're upset that they have to live a 9-to-5 life, which is fucking hilarious, honestly. Anyways, I didn't really have any other current events because I'm kind of sick and tired of talking about random UFOs that the government is apparently finding. And there's a Chinese spy balloon. In reality, what it is just that the Epstein list is supposedly coming out. Actually, did that come out yet? Epstein list. Okay, so they're not out yet. Anyways, what I think's honestly truly happening, if I'm going to be honest with you, I think the Epstein list is coming out. They don't want people to see that, Trump's probably on there and, Clinton was there and Biden maybe he gandered across there. Listen, fucking politicians are all pieces of shit. They're all going to be on that list. And that's what they don't want you to see, right? Because they don't want to cause an uproar. They don't want people to be like, what? But President Trump, but What do you mean? What do you mean? You were on the island? No. And listen, and I'm not saying Biden's a better person. I'm sure he's a piece of shit too. Listen, if you've been listening to this for a while, you know that I don't trust any of those bastards. Hey, politician speed run level difficulty. Don't fuck a child. Fucking all of them, man. It's all of them. It's all of them, dude. Every single politician. They don't give a fuck, dude. They're all old and fucking got cobwebs on their for semen, and it's ridiculous. They're just old fucking batty dumbasses who need to get the fuck out of office is what they need to do. Dude, we need someone 35 years old who maybe does a little bit of cocaine and wants to get shit done. That's who I want in office. All right, yeah, let's do advice, and then let's get the fuck out of here because I kind of forgot. Yeah, let's do advice, then let's get the fuck out of here. Sorry if today's episode's a little short. It's because I just don't want to make it super long because it's a little late already in the day. I had other stuff to do. It's already like 3 p.m. and I have to finish this, lock it up, edit it, record it. I have to edit it. I have to record and edit an ad, which you listen to, and I hope you fucking buy. Buy. It's good food. Fucking buy this shit. I'm dead serious. I've been having it shipped to my home. It's fantastic. But anyways, yeah, let's do that advice. All right, let's see. I haven't looked at these. What the fuck is that? You could send pictures in here now? Don't send me pictures of your feet. That's disgusting. Who did that? That's gross. I'm not going to name your name, okay? But I want you to know that you're never allowed to do that again. You're lucky I don't fucking block you right now. Why are you sending me pictures of your feet? And it wasn't just her foot. She sent me, let's look. She sent me her middle toe. She curled all the rest of them, and she flipped me off with your middle toe. Quite honestly, I'm actually impressed now. I can't do that. Yeah, that's fucked up. Don't send me your feet. When I say send in advice, shit you need advice on, okay? When you want me to give you advice, do you want advice? Never fucking do that again, and don't share that with anybody. There's your advice, you sick fuck. So many deadlines, so little motivation. Send help. I don't know. Go get Adderall. Fucking. That's like literally like if you tell your doctor those exact words, they're gonna be like, "Have you tried Adderall?" That's what your doctor's gonna tell you. Oh wait, some of you didn't understand the premise. Some of you are giving me advice. Don't give me advice. I don't need advice. I'm perfect. Stop giving me advice. Where are you getting this shit from? Someone said if you want something, just eat chicken. What the fuck does that even mean? What is that? That's not good advice. Someone said don't eat rice, vinegar, and cucumbers. Okay, don't eat shit and piss in a blender. What do you guys, I'm never asking you people. I didn't even ask you for this is unsolicited advice. Okay, here's a good one. Fucking hell. I got to scroll through 1,000 of these. Hey, I'm going to read it like you wrote it. Hey, ding ding. How did you do an upside down exclamation point? How'd you do that? Did you put your keyboard in Spanish for a second and then flip it back? Fucking bilingual queen right here. Anyways, hey, ding ding. What should I do for a summer job? I'm a teacher. I don't know. Teach. Sorry. Sorry. Summer school, is number one. Okay. But I'm assuming you're asking because you don't want to teach over the summer or something like that. Okay. Well, isn't the point of being a teacher is that you're off the whole summer and you get to dick around? Or maybe not. My apologies. Maybe it isn't. Maybe apparently you want to work. Congratulations. That's rare nowadays. I don't know why you want to do that. What you do for a summer job? You could lifeguard, I guess. I don't know. It's a summer job. But you're a teacher. You got a degree. Fucking don't lifeguard. Okay, your degree. You're a teacher. You teach things. Maybe teach like a fun class. Maybe take up a hobby and then go teach or something. Maybe if you know how to paint or something, like maybe teach like a painting class over the summer. Or just like honestly, like I'm pretty sure anybody could become like a yoga instructor. I don't know how long it takes to do that, but I feel like that would be a fun summer job. Kind of just substitute for yoga teaching. I feel like that could be fun. You get limber and you get paid. I think that's fun. You should do that. Maybe start a cult. That's cool. Then you could get people to pay you for shit for no reason. I don't know. There's really a lot of options out there. How do I tell my mom that I'm not going to be in the medical field like my sister. I'm going to be a trucker. Whoa! What a curveball. I like you. Wow, that's fun. Holy fuck. Damn. Hey, Mom, I'm not going to be a doctor. That's okay, honey. What do you want? I want to be a trucker. This is amazing. This is so electric. How do you tell your mom? Ah, shit. All I know is that I've known some people who've been in like medical families or whatever, who've like with like families with doctors and stuff. And I feel like whenever one kid wants to be a doctor, the entire family sort of, they put the hierarchy on a doctor, right? They think that that's like the end all be all top thing as a doctor. And doctors are great. I'm not saying we don't need doctors, but we also need truckers. I think what you need to tell her is, hey, Mom, if I go to med school, what you need to do is you need to pull the I'm going to be a lazy piece of shit card. That's always a good card, right? Just bolt, even if you're not going to do that. Even if they force you to go to med school and you're not going to be a lazy piece of shit and you would finish, don't listen to them. Listen to me. You want to be a trucker? You fucking be a trucker, okay? I'm big on dreams. I'm big on chasing them. I'm big on you doing you. Fuck your parents. Fuck them. What you got to do here is you got to be like, listen, if you force me to go to med school, I'll fail every class. Black man, fucking tell them that. Tell them you're going to fail every class. Then they're going to be like, we're just going to waste money then, right? Then they're going to think they're wasting money sending you. Now, obviously, if they were going to force you to pay anyways, well, then they can't force you to go. You know what I'm saying? Then just go be a trucker. But I'm assuming that the reason you're saying that they are going to want to force you to kind of go is because of the fact that maybe they're going to be paying a little bit and that's amazing or whatever. But I think you just need to be like, listen, if you make me go to med school, I will fucking bomb every class and waste every dollar you have. You got to threaten them, right? Because they think they got the upper hand. You got to fucking, right? They think they got you against the ropes. You need to slip a punch and send one right to the gut. That's what you need to do. You need to go, boom, right in the tummy wummy, right in the midsection. You need to show them what's good, and then I think I think they'll come around to it. But I mean, if they're understanding, I think you just need to start dropping hints. Little by little, you need to be like, wouldn't it be cool? Be a trucker, travel the country, explore the unknown. You just got it right, just little by little, and then one day you just got to lay it on them good. That's the best advice I could give you. How do you easily get out of hardcore commitments that you've agreed to? Oh my God, this is my wheelhouse. Holy fuck, what lie do you want? I mean, holy shit. One thing, my favorite one that I don't really share too often, but I feel like you're in a bind. You gotta make up something that's serious. These are the 3 indicators. It's gotta be serious. It's gotta be serious, it's got to be unavoidable, and it has to be urgent. Those are the three categories. Obviously, there's other words you could throw in there that like may be important, may not be important, but they need to be serious, urgent, unavoidable. Because the problem is that when you're in a serious commitment with something, you've agreed to a hardcore commitment. Okay. I'm assuming you don't mean relationship because that's a whole different thing. But I'm assuming you mean like a time and place, like maybe a dinner that you're like, fuck, I don't want to go do that or whatever. This is first and foremost, if you're going to lie, you have to become the lie. You have to believe the lie. You have to learn to live the lie. You like when I lie about shit, I'm not like when I was lying earlier in the episode, like I always do. I'm not sitting here thinking, oh my God, this is so funny, I'm lying. I'm believing it. I believe that there's a formaldehyde Frankenstein out there right now. I have an image in my head. He's out there. He ate a child and he will cure arthritis. I believe it. But the thing is if you don't believe your fucking lie, you're never going to make it. And so the thing is now, if this commitment, if you're going to tell someone, oh, I can't make it, and they're going to be nosy about it, right? This is what you got to do. People always go, the shitty, weak lies are the ones where like, oh, a relative died. Then they start asking questions. They want to know why they're not invited. And they want to know why they don't see a prayer card. Okay? Then people will say, oh, we could say they were cremated and it was a family service. They're not going to believe that shit. Here's a fun one that I've always thought of doing, but I've never done. You buy a fish. But you don't buy a fish. You tell them you bought a fish. But in your head, you bought a fish. You go to PetSmart and you start taking pictures of the fish in PetSmart. You buy an empty tank. You corrode the insides of it. You got to do this yourself, right? You corrode the insides of it. You fucking put a hole in one of it. You get a little wet on your floor or whatever. And right? So you never have to buy the fish. Now, this isn't going to cost you. You're going to be in maybe $30, $40 because you're going to have to buy a decent sized tank, right? Because if it's a little fish bowl, it's not going to cause enough of a problem for it not to be urgent, unavoidable, right? It's not going to cause enough of a problem for it to be urgent, unavoidable, and serious. So what you need to do, you need to fake. You spilt, right? Throw rocks on your floor. Like, oh my God, my fish is dead. I had to put him down the toilet, right? And they're going to be like, oh, well, maybe you could come later. Then you got to start talking. You got to be like, oh, I didn't know. I wasn't home. I was at work. The tank exploded. They've been on my floor. Dead fish have been on my floor for 8 hours. The apartment smells like shit. I'm calling a cleaning service. Just fucking, and you're digging. And you're digging, and you believe it, and they believe it because you sent them a picture of the aquarium, of the rocks. Why would you have an aquarium and rocks and sand and a fish tank if you didn't have fish? Why would they question you? That's my advice. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. That was today's episode. Please rate, review, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, like, comment, all that good shit. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. We end every episode like we always do. 2 claps from Ric Flair, so can I get 2 claps? And a Ric Flair. Woo! See you next week.